is Dani. I'm a weaver and I was born and raised in Buenos Aires, Argentina. And currently I'm living here in a small town called Lago Puelo in the Andean Patagonia. In the past 5 years, I've traveled back and forth from Buenos Aires to other places in the world. And finally, this year, in the beginning of this year, 2022, I had the opportunity to stay and live in a steady place and hopefully established for a little longer. I started weaving also in 2017. That's something I had to thank to my travels because it was there in Scotland in a charity shop where I found my first small frame loom, which was offered for £1, I think, and it was a kind of a small frame loom for children. So that was my beginning as a weaver. I think I will cherish that moment for the rest of my life. It was a really special moment for me. So in my channel, you will find that I share a bit more than just my weaving tutorials. I also like to share bits and bobs of my personal life and also about my lifestyle here because it's really really beautiful. As you can see right now, I'm in a forest of pitras. I don't really know the name in English, but I will find it and put it somewhere here on the screen. And it's so quiet and there is no one. I mean, there's people, like I can hear some footsteps around, but they're really far away. And there is a river nearby and there's a lake, and it's just stunning. Summer here has been wonderful as well. I've arrived here 4 months ago, and now we are like a month away from the end of autumn and the beginning of winter. The past few weeks have been just amazing. I've watched, I don't know, like this kind of perfectly choreographed dance of tree leaves in all shades of yellow and reds and oranges and browns and some greens. So yes, I've really enjoyed that. I hope you really enjoy about what I share with you as much as I like filming and editing and also experiment all my life here. So yes, uh, that's me. So on the other hand, this might be a bit surprising for those who have been watching my videos before. As you might know, English is not my native language, it is Spanish. So in one hand, I'm really sorry if my English is not perfect, but I really want to expand a little bit and try to reach more people all over the world with my videos and tutorials on the things I want to share from here, from where I'm living. And on the other hand, for those who are Spanish native speakers, I will add all the subtitles so you are able to understand, because I don't want, you know, like to upload a video in English and then have all these people who have been following or watching my videos to suddenly not understand anything about what I'm saying. So without further ado, let's start our wonderful, wonderful Krokbragd tutorial. For today's video, I'll show you how to weave these really adorable mushrooms and beads motif with the Krokbragd technique on your frame loom. I won't get deep into how the sequence work because I already have a video where I explain everything in detail, so I suggest to watch that video first and then come back. Krokbragd weaving is a Scandinavian technique that gives us result a thick and compact textile. As I always say, it's a simple but brilliant way of weaving because by using the same repeating sequence of 3 weft rows in combination with color change per row,
is everything we need to start creating fantastic woven drawings in our looms. Sounds easy, then it looks difficult, but then it gets easy and simple again. Great, so the materials I'm using here are a frame loom. I'll weave a woven bookmark, but with these motifs you can actually weave whatever you want, like a wall hanging, coasters, a pillowcase, etc. Also 6 different colors of double knitted cotton yarn, also known here in Argentina as 8/6 cotton yarn, cotton thread for the warp, a pair of scissors, a comb, or well, by now, if you've been watching my videos, you might already know I always use my effective metallic fork and some yarn needles, and as optional, a piece of cardboard or thick paper. As usual, we'll start by warping the frame loom. I'll make this textile out of 14 warp columns. Please don't get too distracted by the fact that 2 of these warp threads are crossed. That was caused by how I've knotted and placed the warp around the notches, but it won't really affect the textile. For the mushroom motif, I'll use these 3 colors, and I'll start with green for the background by weaving 6 rows in plain weave. Remember the piece of cardboard or thick paper I've mentioned before? It's to place it as a base as shown in 3, 2, 1. You'll notice that even though I double warp my loom and that also it's not recommended to pull too much from the weft as you're weaving because it would unbalance the tension, I decided to do so because I need my warp columns a bit closer. The notches in this loom are a bit far away from each other for the type of yarn and overall textile I want to weave. Alright, I'll use this light pink for the mushroom stems, and so it goes. 3 under, 1 over, 3 under, 1 over, 3 under, 1 over, and 2 under. So now I'll crisscross both yarns on the selvages so they are locked, and I start the next weft row with green. 1 over, 3 under, 1 over, 3 under, 1 over, 3 under, 1 over, and 1 under. And lastly, for the third weft row, also in green, I'll plain weave. We repeat this pattern with the same colors one more time. Remember the sequence is always the same and we'll always use from 2 to 3 colors for one pattern row in which one weft row will use just one color. The rules are really simple. For the first row it's always 1 over, 3 under, 1 over, 3 under, and so on. For the second row, same sequence as before, but starting 2 warp columns away in relation to the previous row. And at last, for the third one, it's going to be plain weave, filling the voids the previous rows had left. Alright, less talking and more watching. If you wish, you can grab your frame loom and weave along with me to start forming these beautiful patterns. In some cases, Krokbragd weaving is mixed with plain weave rows. That helps the pattern come to life, and I think this is a really good example of it. Mesh is ready. I'll make a couple more plain weave rows for the background and get ready for the beast motif. Well, that's it. In case you're wondering how it looks from behind, here it is. After that, I've woven two more motifs, alternating the background colors but still using the color palette I've chosen in the beginning. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. I would definitely love to read your thoughts about this technique. If you'd like to get the grip patterns for these motifs, you can find them in my Etsy shop. I have these two individual motifs, but if you'd like to get more and different motifs or a full grid pattern for weaving bookmarks, a wall hanging, or coasters, I have 3 different Krokbragd handbooks also available in my Etsy shop. If you're in Argentina, you can find them in my official online store in Argentinian pesos. I'll put all the links in the description. They are both available in English and in Spanish. Again, and before I leave, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for bearing with my English, but mostly thank you for watching and staying until the end. There is more to come, that's for sure. Sending all my love, Dani.